This is the advice I actually tell young girls, or rather young men, when they're looking for a potential person to date, or rather when they're trying to look for someone they want to invest in, to invest into, or to invest upon each other. And because investing doesn't mean investing is not always in relation, or rather in direct correlation with money. You can talk about time, and time is the biggest factor, and actually time is more prominent than money. If I invest more time in you, that means you're more valuable than as much money I will have spent in you on anything. Time is more valuable than money because time is irreversible. It's totally beyond your control. And when I decide to take my time, my valuable time, to invest on a persona, on a certain individual, that without much further interpretation, in a very instantaneous way, it means that I value that. I value their presence, I value their attention to that specific person. So this is why I tell people, when you're trying to invest in someone, because investing in a particular individual is a very important thing, and you have to, because it is in that rudimentary dedication is what is going to determine the future. Is going to determine the type of partner, or rather the type of person you will surround yourself with in the future years to come. So let's go back to the question, how do you find the right person? Because that's the biggest question you have to ask yourself. How do you find the right person to invest in? Look at the mini school of, remember, human beings, we are no more so different from animals. In psychology, we actually use patterns and behavior to diagnose a certain form of mental disorders, because when I trace your patterns, when I trace your behaviors, I can tell precisely what kind of a person you are. And there's a reason why they say 97% of how you on how you present yourself, on your body language, without even talking, without saying a mere thing, actually has already said what kind of a person you are. Speaking just is a way of emphasizing, is a way of reinforcing the judgment that you already have. Well, 90%, it's even lesser than a percentage that you end up being the wrong of what the judgment that we depict from your appearance. The first impression is the last impression. So sometimes it's better you present yourself to be the exact person that you want people to know you of. It's all psychology. They won't know you as the way you know yourself. They won't know you as the way the prior people introspectively have been knowing you, or rather can identify you. And here's the thing, people will only put a tag on you so that they can identify you to represent a certain symbol in their existence. You see? So that's why you should never worry yourself to try to impress someone, to create a certain trait so that person can know you in a certain way. You can't do that. Just be yourself. If they love you the way you are, then they were meant to love you by the truth. And if they weren't, let them go. Don't force things. When you force things, you're damaging yourself eventually. So as I was saying, we are human beings, just like animals. We share the same. Actually, the difference between you and a chimpanzee, it's less than a percentage, and you can see that profound nuance. Yet we're not so much different. Our genes, by observing Darwin's theory, through genetic mutation and adaptation and genetic variation, you became to be who you are. But based on the surrounding, that's the concept of nature. But that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is that we live in patterns. So if you want to find someone who's successful, look at what they do in a single day. Like, how do they handle the most trivial, I can't say that it's a trivial thing, but the most minuscule conundrum of their day-to-day daily activities. How do they carry themselves? How do they talk? How do they think? How do they create a conversation? What do they do when they are not doing anything? Like, do they have that form of novelty? Do they have that sense of individualism? Those are the things that and the traits that you'll be looking for, because you want to find something that stands out of the normality, that stands out of the crowd, that can be able to define itself without having that triangulation of the society. That's the type of person you should be attracted to, or rather you should try to invest in, because trust me not, baby girl, by 5 years, 6 years, in a half a decade, in a quarter decade from now, those will be very different people. Those are the type of people that will be leading others, because they're leaders by nature. They're leaders in the way they are able to, this is what I'm going to say. All the people that you admire of, I want to sit down and think about it. Now, these are people that start by taking care of yourself. It all starts by you. When you manage to take care of yourself, then the circle grow bigger. You're able to take care of the people who surrounds you, and the only people who surround you is people that you care for. Maybe your family. It grows bigger to the community and eventually to the society. It all starts by you yourself. It all starts by caring yourself. If you can take care of yourself, then you can take care of another. If you can't take care of yourself, then how are you able to take care of another? It's a very simple concept, and yet have a very prominent, pivotal effect on your life.